In this video we are discussing about the next insect pest, that is Sitophylus oryzae. The insects of economic importance topic consists of these 7 different pests. Out of that, today we are going to discuss about Sitophylus. This insect is also called as rice weevil, or in Marathi sondi kida. You all are well known about this insect. We are study or see the next points, that is host plants or grains and damage. The Sitophylus oryzae is usually found in grain storages and processing plants. They infest wheat, oat, rye, barley, rice, corn, etc. These are infested by this insect. Sometimes they are also found infesting beans, sunflower seeds and dried corn. These insects do not bite nor damage the wood. Only grains are preferred by this insect. The rice weevil or Sitophylus shows the life cycle, which consists of stages: the eggs, larvae, pupae and adult. This Sitophylus oryzae lays the eggs on a seeds and pods. The adult insect have chewing type of mouth parts. In this diagram you can observe the mouth parts also. The most significant identification feature of weevil is their snout region, which is pretty long. That is, head is prolonged anteriorly and snout, which is helpful for their feeding, and hence its name in Marathi sondi kida. The adult rice weevil is reddish brown in color. It has irregularly shaped pits on its thorax region. Also, 4 light spots are found on the wing covers. The adults are between 0.1 to 1.7 centimeter long. They have 3 pairs of legs and their bodies are divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Adults move and penetrate deeply into bulk of grains and get widely distributed. Egg laying of rice weevil takes place in crevices of kernels or dust. Female rice weevil lays about 4 eggs per day. During its lifespan of 5 months, it lays a total of about 250 to 400 eggs. The eggs hatch in 3 days. That is, a incubation period is 3 days. After that, egg gets hatching. They feed inside the grain, the larvae, after egg hatching. Inside the grain it lives and its lifespan is nearly 18 days. The larva is the only stage during which insect grows, and that growth occurs inside the grain. Inside the seed, its cuticle hardens and it becomes mature. It consumes several times its own weight and periodically molts to increase in size. Means the larva is voracious feeder. It feeds a large quantity and shows continuous molting. The different stages of larva can be observed in this diagram. After feeding, it becomes a larger and larger in size. Each time it shows a molting. Next stage is pupal stage. This stage lasts for 6 days. The pupa does not feed. In some species, the pupa is enclosed in a cocoon constructed by the larva. The pupa goes through a great changes both internally as well as externally. Finally, the insect emerges out as a developed adult. The distribution of this Sitophylus oryzae is throughout the world. These insects are cosmopolitan in distribution and have originated in East region. They can exist anywhere where physical conditions for growth are favorable and the grain is left undisturbed for some time. This paste is found quite abundantly throughout the warmer parts of the world, extending up to Balochistan in Europe and Japan in the east. In the Palearctic region, the species is replaced by another species, Sitophylus granarium, which is wingless with punctuate thorax and elytra, but without 4 yellow spots on elytra. Means different species is developed in Arctic region. The damage shows in many types of grains. Rice weevils are the most destructive pest of stored grain and they completely destroy the grain. Both adults and larvae feed upon the grains and make them inconsumable. Means that grains cannot consumed by human being. Apart from rice, it also feeds on wheat, corn, jawar, barley, etc. The damage caused by them may extend up to 50% of total grain stored in a particular godown. The larvae are more destructive as they feed voraciously on the content of grain but leave the shell of the grain intact. Adults may also feed upon flour but the larvae cannot develop in it unless the material is caked. The mechanical control of this insect shows variety of methods. First, removal of the infested food products and discarding heavily infested material. Repackaging material into new infection-free containers. Placing the products in freezer for several weeks may help to kill adult and larvae. All the life stages can be killed by extreme heat 120 Fahrenheit for 1 hour or cold 0 Fahrenheit for a week. The best control measure is to store products likely to be infested in pest-proof containers of plastic, glass or metal. The best control measure is to store products likely to be infested in pest-proof containers. It is repeated. All these are the mechanical control methods. There are several biological methods are also there. When grain pulses are stored at farm level, The admixture of vegetable oil or essential oils can give protection, as can the admixture of desiccant dust or ash, and certain aromatic leaves, fruits or plant extracts are useful. Use bay leaves as a natural repellent to get rid of rice bugs. Use cloves, rosemary, onion, peppercorn around your kitchen or food storage areas. Many of these products have been traditionally used by subsistence farmers, thereby reducing the need for and risks associated with use of insecticides. Means the chemical control can be avoided with help of these methods. The mode of action of these biologicals may be insecticidal or anti-ovipositional and helpful in pest control. Chemical control, preliminary cleanup and vacuuming, then apply pyrid aerosol. Pyrid aerosol is used as a flushing agent and is great to use as a crack and crevice method treatment inside the pantries to get rid of from weevils. Then apply novacide aerosol. Novacide is a top recommended insecticide to control weevils in that can kill adult weevils. These are the chemical methods, but they have their own side effects. Hence, the mechanical and biological controls are most important in this pest control or rice weevil control.